5 a.m. and we are in trouble, but we don't really care. Tell ourselves there's always tomorrow, but it will still be there. No, they don't.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a kitchen cupboards organization video and I'm so excited to share lots of ideas with you. I'm going to show you lots of IKEA bits that I got for organizing and some from Amazon as well. So stay tuned if you're in need of some kitchen organization ideas. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what it currently looks like. It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest. I've kind of been shoving everything in and I've been meaning to do this organization video for so long, for weeks now. So I'm finally getting around to it and I'm so excited about it. So first thing that I'm going to do is take everything out. I'm going to do one cupboard at a time so that it doesn't get overwhelming. So I'm going to start with the snacks cupboard. So I've got two tubs in here, one for our snacks, like mine and my husband's, and then one for Victor's, my toddler. So I got two of these. These are from IKEA, the large white ones, really handy for snacks and just kind of organizing in general. I'm also going to clean using my method spray, just gonna spray the outside of the cupboards and also the inside as well. And I'm going to do a general kind of organizing of all the snacks. I've got my Dymo label maker that I recently purchased. This one is from Amazon, although I have seen it in like Tesco and other places like that. So I'm going to link it down below if you are interested, as well as all the organization bits that I'm going to show you today. So first thing that I'm going to do is empty the containers here. I'm going to spray them down, make sure they're nice and clean, and then I'm going to put a label on each of them. So this one is for Victor's snacks, and I'm going to organize them nicely in here. I find that taking things out of the packaging, like the large packaging that it comes with or the box, makes it so much easier to organize them in small containers like this.
5 a.m. and we are in trouble, but we don't really care. Tell ourselves there's always tomorrow, but it will still be there. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. No, I just wanna say hello and do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so, 'cause I can put up a fight. Let's make a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hello.
That's Victor's one done, and then I'm going to move on to ours, which was a complete disaster, as you can see. So I'm going to try to organize this a bit better, and I'm also going to label this one. I'm going to say mom and dad snacks on this one, and then I'm going to pop them back in the cupboards, and it's going to look so much better than it did before.
All of the hustle, we wanna get away. Another day of beg, steal and borrow, and that is safe to say. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. Hey. No, I just wanna say hello and do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so, 'cause I can put up a fight. Let's make a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hello. Yeah, we'll be going all night. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. No, I just wanna say hello and do whatever I like.
next up, I'm going to do this space in the cupboard, which is like a spice rack, I would say. It's kind of like the perfect size for spices, and I am so excited about this. It was so satisfying to do. So I got these spice jars from Amazon. I got some taller ones and then also some smaller ones. They all fit quite a lot of condiments or like spices in there, so I find them really good size anyway. I'm going to spray down the cupboards in the kitchen where they are going to go, and then I'm going to get out my label maker again, and I had so much fun doing this. I know I'm really showing my age here, but it was just so satisfying to label all of the jars and put the condiments in, and it just looks so satisfying at the end. So first of all, here I'm just going to fill in these spice jars that I have. These are ones that I got back in Romania, so I'm sorry I don't have a link for these. They're just white jars with bamboo lids on top, and I really like them. I think they look really lovely. So these ones actually stay out on the counter at all times. So I'm going to fill them up with things that I kind of use the most, or like I kind of reach for more often, like oregano and basil and garlic clove and just kind of paprika and things like that. So I'm going to fill these up first, and then I'm going to move to the other jars that I got.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love.
Here comes the super satisfying part. So as I said, I really enjoyed doing this. It was really fun. It did take quite a lot of time. I think I spent an hour or two doing this, so it actually takes longer than you would expect, just kind of doing all the labels and everything, but it was so satisfying at the end, and I really love my cupboards now. When I opened them beforehand, it was just kind of overwhelming. I would open them and have to look forever to find something, and it was just a disorganized mess. So I am feeling so much better about it now.
Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, no, no. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody to love. I need somebody. I need somebody. Give me somebody.
So I have filled these jars with pretty much anything that I needed to kind of store in the kitchen. So I have things from herbs like rosemary or sesame seeds or anything like that, to chalk chips and ground almonds and almond flakes, and just kind of ingredients that I use for baking, like for making maybe cookies or muffins or things like that. So really handy to have these, and I just find it so much easier to organize them, because when they're in a bag that you kind of open up like these chalk chips, it kind of gets all over the place and it's hard to seal up again. So these jars are really amazing for that. Really loving them in case you haven't noticed yet.
So much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me.
And then it's time for the best part, putting them all in the cupboards. This, honestly, this made my heart so happy. I know it's a bit sad, but I just really enjoyed doing this. And as I said, it looked so satisfying at the end.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't have a plan and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like you. Look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night.
This part of the cupboards was probably the worst one in terms of how disorganized it was. It's got flour and sugar and pasta and things like that. So I'm just going to take everything out and reorganize it, because it was just a complete mess. I couldn't find anything that I needed. So I'm just going to use some large jars for this as well. So these ones that I have are from IKEA, the really large ones, like the jar with a bamboo lid. I'm actually not sure if it's actual bamboo or not, but anyway, they're from IKEA. And then I have some smaller ones, these ones with a white lid. I believe these were from Amazon. I will try to find them and link them down below again. But yeah, I'm just going to take everything out, as well as the cans. So here on the right side, you can see I have kind of like a 3-tier storage system. This one is from Amazon. I got it last year. I'm going to link that as well down below. But it's really handy for organizing things like jars, or if you've got cans, things like that. It's really handy to kind of see what's behind. So yeah, I'm just going to take everything out, give it a good spray, and then pop everything back in a little bit of an order. So I kind of put at the top things that I don't use as often, and then at the bottom things that I use more often, obviously, so that I can reach more easily.
I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to a favorite song, walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like, so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I...
And then at the top, I'm just going to put things that I kind of have spare of, so I'm not going to need them right away. And as you can see, I've labeled these jars as well. So I've got pasta, flour, rice, baking powder, and just kind of some random bits, like I think I've got a different type of rice, and then I've also got I think couscous and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to fill these up and pop them back in, and again, it's going to look so much better than it did before.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna seen a sky so blue. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
I'm also going to spray the rest of the cupboards on the outsides, just to make sure they're free of fingerprints, because we always get them on there. And then I'm going to organize the inside of this cupboard as well, just a little bit. I actually have at the top some things that I don't use very often because I can't reach there normally without a chair, so I just put things that we don't use very often. And then the rest of the plates and things like that are kind of organized on a 3-tier system as well. Really handy one from Amazon too. I think it's really handy to have plates stacked up like this, because otherwise it's just really hard to get them out, obviously, and it's also kind of like a space saver as well. So I'm just going to briefly reorganize because this wasn't too bad. And then I'm also going to do the same for the cups and mugs and glasses here. Now, a lot of the glasses and cups were actually in the wash, so I'm just going to reorganize a little bit. I've got these bowls, like the bamboo ones from IKEA. I really love those as serving bowls. I think they look really lovely, and they're really good for if you've got a party going on. Obviously not right now with COVID, but yeah, for whenever we do get a chance to have parties again. So I'm just going to reorganize a bit the cups and the mugs in a sort of order. And then I'm going to actually refill this cupboard later on when my washing is done.
Favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like. There ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours.
For onion and potatoes and things like that, I have this drawer at the bottom, and I'm going to actually hoover it up because it was full of little bits from the potatoes and the onions, and then I'm also going to spray it down a bit, and I'm going to pop it back in the onion and potatoes. So I've got these organized in these baskets. I really like them because they're kind of like wired ones, so I feel like it's really good for keeping them nice and airy so they don't go bad as quickly. And these ones are from IKEA as well. A really handy one, so I will link these down below as well if you're interested. I also got pans and kind of like baking things in here. I've got my pots organized here, just kind of really simple organization here. I'm also going to briefly reorganize under the sink. I've got cleaning products in here mostly, and kind of like cleaning cloths. So I'm just going to reorganize them very quickly. And I have got a few baskets in here that I use for organizing. It's not super organized at the moment, so I'm going to probably get to this later on. But it works really well. I've got kind of like bathroom products and products that I don't use super often at the back. So I'm just going to briefly do that. I've got a child lock safety on here because obviously I don't want my toddler to get in there. Next up, I'm going to clean the sink quickly because I've got actually quite a few spices in there while I was filling the jars. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my method spray just to kind of spray the counters all over and make sure they are all nice and clean now.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
And those are my kitchen cupboards done. I am so happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and also let me know what other room you would like to see me organize next, because I'm planning to do a lot more organizing videos in the future. So let me know in the comments below, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!
I really wanna know, really wanna